Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in the Burning Crusade. We're back on the Warlock, guys, and we are inside of Karazhan. We just pulled Midnight. Kind of surprised me that we pulled him over here. It's my first time seeing this pull happen in a Karazhan. It is a soft reserve run, guys. We have the Mount soft reserved. And also Ruby Drape of the Mysticon, the back piece that drops from the last boss. I have that soft reserve twice. We'll have to roll against the Paladin tank if it drops. Hopefully the mount drops. That would be amazing. I've never seen the mount drop in Karazhan. And it will be pretty cool that we will get an opportunity to roll on it. Does drop. Getting resisted quite a bit here. Alright, well, there we go. Looks like the mount did not drop. Too bad. Stalker's Warbands dropped. 21 Agi, 18 Stamp, 17 Intellect, 44 Attack Power. And Gloves of Dexterous Manipulation. 35 Agility, 22 Stam, 42 Attack Power. It seems to be it. Hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. This is a massive pull, dude. Need more mages and warlocks in this group. We don't really have the strongest AoE, but we'll get it down. It's a pretty big pull for the kind of group that we have. Tanks are geared in this group, though. So, probably not going to have to worry too much about pulling threat. Every week we're doing a new Karazhan, so I have to make a judgment call on how we, how much damage we do to make sure we don't pull threat. Because I know it is my fault if I do pull. Someone in the comments of the last Karazhan got a little upset that I was pulling threat, said I should have been throttling my damage. I agree. I just didn't. Just having trouble managing my threat with the tank. It's always like a balancing act, right? You're trying to do as much damage as you can while also not pulling threat and dying. It's okay to pull a little bit of threat, but as long as you don't die, it's fine. This should be a pretty smooth run. Tanks are full T5. Everybody else has some pretty damn good gear, so it's looking like a smooth run, I think. Not too sure what curse we should use. I'm currently using Curse of Agony. Not many casters in the group, right? For Curse of Elements to really be worth it. Mostly for mages and boomkins and warlocks. Curses the target for 5 minutes, reducing Arcane Fire, Frost, and Shadow resist by 88, and increasing Arcane Fire, Frost, and Shadow damage taken by 10%. So we have an Ellie Shaman in the group, and Ellie Shamans do nature damage. That doesn't really help them. You have a Shadow Priest, and then we have a decent amount of physical DPS with rogue, hunter, or warrior. I might just go agony. I'll just pump. I wonder if it's better to just go elements in general for ourselves, but like, would it be better to go elements over agony just for ourselves? Maybe. Could go curse a wreck. Try to bring him in here, so get him off of us. Pulling quite a bit here. Pulling the entire room. It's like a rep run. He's a beefy paladin, right? So he can do it. So much loot. And I wonder if they'll add Karazhan into Classic Plus if it gets announced at BlizzCon. Let him get a little bit of aggro here. I wonder. I'm gonna ask and see what would be better. Yeah, if I'm the only caster in the raid, Curse of Elements or Curse of Agony. Curse of Elements, even if you're the only caster, yeah, Curse of Elements is generally better. So yeah, we'll put it up. Because 10% increased damage is quite a bit, you know? And it helps the Shadow Priest too. So yeah, we'll go Elements. All right, here we go. Morrow's time, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Unannounced visitors, preparations must be made.
All right, see how this goes. Do a little bit of AoE here. Hopefully we don't pull. Pumping out the damage here. Gouge on the tank. This is terrible for us. It's like the worst person to get gouged. Okay, good. Just brought him back in. We lived. Good healing, guys. Nice bop as well by the paladin. Keep us alive. This paladin has the PvP shield and weapon, guys. can now get that for pretty damn cheap if you have the arena points. And the rating requirements are gone too since Season 2 has passed. Congratulations to all the PvPers who got their Gladiator title. But yeah, I'm probably going to get this on the Paladin, the shield, that shield and weapon. It's going to probably increase our spell power by like another 150. It's going to help quite a bit. I think he's like picking up all the floor, right? Tank is, yeah. Not a bad farm as a paladin. Get all the trash and stuff, disenchanted. Royal Cloak of the Arathi Kings dropped, guys. 26 strength, 31 stam, 16 hit rating. Not bad. Looks like the paladin took it, I guess, for a red set. And the other item that dropped off of Morrow's Belt of Gale Force. 27 stam, 28 intellect. Ten mana per 5 and 59 healing power. Nail belt. Yeah, I wonder if Karazhan will be a raid in Classic Plus. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be interested to see how, you know, vanilla characters would do in a raid like this. They'd probably have to tweak it quite a bit. And they would probably have 2 raids, right? I forget, because I never did Karazhan Crypt since Season of Discovery. Pretty sure that was a raid too, or was it like a dungeon? Rolling out Stalker's Warbands. 21 Agi, 18 Stam, 17 Intellect, 44 Attack Power, Male Wrists. This run's been pretty smooth so far. Paladin is clearly, he likes to go fast. So we'll be cruising through this Karazhan. But usually the faster you go, higher chance of, you know, mistakes happening, but we'll see what happens. And I think Karazhan would work in, you know, vanilla because it's already present in the vanilla world, right? Like, it's still here in vanilla. You can actually go and check it out. You go through Deadwind Pass, I believe it's called. Can't really like look over it. I believe it's called Deadwind Pass. Borders the Swamp of Sorrows and Duskwood. And yeah, I believe Karazhan Crypts is a dungeon, and they could like honestly create like a pretty cool attunement quest chain for it and all that stuff. It'd be awesome, man. So much they can do with Classic Plus. I've heard RuneScape is doing pretty damn well. I've never played RuneScape. But supposedly it's, well, the old school RuneScape done really well because they allowed their community to vote on changes. So you can kind of, the community just votes on what they want the game to be, which is kind of interesting. Like, could you imagine they went with that approach of just having vanilla just be normal vanilla, just regular, fresh vanilla server, but we, like, as the game goes on, we vote on what we want in the next patch.
5, 4,
And
3.
the community's going to get it wrong, obviously, sometimes, but that honestly takes the blame off the developers, which is kind of cool. So, like, if we if we vote on something and it doesn't work out, it's not really all on the developers, right? And it gives the players, you know, just a little bit more choice when it comes to, you know, development decisions. I think that's a great thing that RuneScape did. I never played it. I might check it out one day. Heard it's very grindy, though. That'd be a cool thing, because, like, nobody would think it's bad. Right? Like, if it was just a fresh vanilla server, no one would be like, yeah, this sucks, because it's just vanilla WoW. With a twist. Right? And the twist is that in future patches, you get to vote on new stuff that's been added to the vanilla experience. And then the players have some sort of autonomy over the direction of the game. I think that's actually kind of cool. And then if it gets out of control and it just and players can also remove things that they've realized kind of sucked or they made a bad decision, right? They can vote on that, but there could be a lot of people who troll vote and then the game just becomes a mess. Like, I don't know. That's one thing that's kind of scary about putting the development decisions in the players' hands. But yeah, Bracers of Maliciousness dropped. Leather Bracers, 25 stam, 22 crit, 50 attack power. And Mitts of the Tree Mender, which are leather gloves. Mostly for Resto Druids, healing gloves, 25 stam, 22 intellect, 14 spirit, 2 sockets, and 64 healing power. Actually need to get another succubus out here. Overall, whatever they do, I'm going to probably enjoy it for like a solid 3 to 6 months. If it goes off the rails, though, I'll probably just end up coming back to the original trilogy of the game, you know, vanilla TBC Wrath of the Lich King. That's the cool thing about it. Like, even if they do mess it up, there will always be the old school game that everybody loves. That's why I think they should take a few risks. But it's going to be hard for them to top, you know, the original vanilla game. It's pretty much a masterpiece. How many games last, you know, over 20 years? Another cool thing that they could, you know, make use of in Classic Plus 2 is the Caverns of Time. You know, in TBC, like, there's so many awesome dungeons in the Caverns of Time. There's a raid in the Caverns of Time. Mount Hyjal, which is coming up in a week. We'll be in Mount Hyjal. So there's a lot of raids and dungeons that they could, you know, just add to that. Like the Culling of Stratholme's amazing dungeon, one of my favorites. Where you escort Arthas through Stratholme and he just, you know, eliminates all of the humans that are potentially becoming undead. It's at the beginning of his journey to becoming, you know, the Lich King. Damn, I tried to LOS that. We got it. There we go. Missed that one. Wonder if we'll be doing Nightbane. Maybe, we'll see. I assume some people in here need him. Like, there's some, I think, probably Ruthless. Some players that look like they may have, you know, recently just hit level 70. So I think we'll probably be doing Nightbane. A lot of people in here don't really need much. It's usually just like one piece, especially at this point of the game. Where we're like moving into Black Temple. Karazhan's been out for a long time now. And I have a bunch of PvP points, guys. Like 3,580. I don't know what the heck to do with it. You don't really need the weapon since we have, you know, Fang of the Leviathan. I might just buy some PvP gear. Probably won't buy tier because we can just get tier from Tempest Keep and SSC, right? And then turn that into the Merciless Gladiator PvP gear, but any like off pieces like wrists or, you know, belt, rings, I'll try to get that. Looks like I have to summon somebody here. I'm summoning him because of go, he's summoned. Whoa.
Will she survive? Will she prevail? Only time will tell. And now, on with the show!
Shaman Travis Fire the Strawman? I'm not too sure what the heck he means by that. Just blow him up. Maybe.
Oh, Tito, we simply must find a way home. The old wizard could be our only hope. Strawman, Roar, Tin Head, will you? Wait. Oh, golly, look. We have visitors.
I'm not for you. Want to fight? Do you? Come on, I'll fight you with both paws behind my back. Now, what should I do with you? I simply can't make up my mind.
He's saying, I think he means fear the straw man.
Really use a lot. Say, can I have yours?
Does he mean fear? He's immune to fear, so I can't fear him. Not too sure what he meant by fire the straw man. Blow him up, I guess.
Oh, you won't rattle you. Go.
Yeah, you can't fear him. Maybe that's what he meant.
Don't let him make
he's blowing
matches out of me.
Just get her mana back up here.
You didn't have to go and do that. Back to being an old rust bucket.
It will all be over soon.
Over here. See if we can avoid the tornado. Tornadoes tend to like me, though. You pick a good spot? No. You never do. Never pick a good tornado spot. All right, so the Wicked Witch's hat drop, pretty cool. Look at that. 37 stam, 38 intellect, 32 spell crit, 43 spell damage. And Ribbon of Sacrifice, trinket. For the next 20 seconds, your direct heals grant this Sundicity to your target, increasing the healing received by the target by up to 30. This Sundicity lasts 10 seconds and stacks up to 5 times. It also increases healing done by 73. Healing trinket. Let me pull it here. It's my bad. A little too early on the feeds. Good now. I think another raid we'll probably see in Classic Plus if they have it. Scarlet Enclave raid. Like anything that they added in Season of Discovery, I think will most likely probably be added to the Classic Plus, right? I never got to check that raid out. It'd be cool to see it. My bad. Almost my bad. Opening the door. Not too sure what we're doing here. Let's go outside this door and summon Namek. Oh, I guess they need me to do that. Guess this Namek guy might need one more person. Guess he needs some reagents or something like that. Need one clicker. All right, there he is. Let's inspect this paladin. Yeah, this is what we'll probably get. Merciless Gladiator Barrier, 133 spell power. Shield, pretty nice. And then the Merciless Gladiator Gobble has 225 spell power. Massive upgrade for us. 15 spell hit. This gear's not bad. There we go. We summoned the Druid. They killed a little bit more trash. And it looks like we will be taking down Nightbane. We got one AFK. Worst Warrior's still AFK. It's too bad. I guess we have to wait right before we pull. Keep on killing trash, though, while we wait. Looks like he might be trying to replace him. It happens, you know, people get a little busy. But it does kind of suck when it happens, to be honest. You got to dedicate at least like 2 hours to a Karazhan run, I'd say, if you plan on doing any raid. But Karazhan at least 2. The good thing is we can just kill trash, right? Until he comes back, or we find a, I guess, a replacement, maybe. He's back, nice. His cat knocked his drink over. Classic. That's a, I've heard that that line quite a few times. Probably is actually true every time, though. I know cats like to, you know, crawl all over keyboards and stuff while you're playing games because they're giving more attention to the keyboard and mouse than the cat. My cat used to be like that. Once they get older, they kind of stop. They don't really like care as much. Oh yeah, warrior. Summon the warrior. Could have probably got the RP going while we got ready. I'm sure you should probably get a stone going. Never done like a screenshot of this guy. Okay, there we go. That's probably like, what the heck is the Warlock doing? Let's pump now. See if we can catch up. Missed out on a good chunk of that bloodlust, though. Still in the fire here. Just keep attacking the boss. He's landing. We'll let the tank get some threat. Oh no! We're gonna have to back it up a bit here. Make sure we stack up. They got the skeletons. Let's keep beating the boss. Here we go, the last flight. There we go. Nightbane down. Let's see what drop. Chest guard of the Conover. 37 agi, 36 stam, 22 hit, 90 attack power. Leather chest. And Shield of Impenetrable Darkness. Cool shield. I have this on my Paladin. 33 stam, 122 block, 22 defense rating, 33 shield block value. All right, here we are at the menagerie. He always jumps on us here. I just wonder if I should stack here. He likes to like jump at the range target, and if you're just stacked up, it's a little more chill. What's our rep at with well, we're exalted with the Violet Eye now. I think we can get an upgrade to the ring that we currently have. Probably just got that this raid. So there's an exalted ring we can get. Not too sure how good it is. It'll be a little bit better than this one. 22 stamp, 22 intellect, 28 spell power, 17 spell crit. Just wonder if it'll be better than the Band of Alar, which has 37 spell damage. And 23 intellect, probably. It's too bad we missed out on the ring in SSC. But I think the Shadow Priest who got it, he was pugging that raid, but I think he might be joining the guild potentially. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. It's the thing when you do pug raids as a guild, you kind of want your raiders to get the loot they need. That's just how pugs are. Right? They're most likely going to want the loot everybody wants. You know, what'd be cool about a voting system? You could vote. We could like say like they just do a standard playthrough of vanilla. The players could vote on like which zones they want to see created, right? Or which, you know, raids or dungeons. Guess that would kind of ruin the surprise. But it would be interesting to see what people would vote on. I think Mount Hyjal would be a popular choice for Classic Plus. They released that zone in Cataclysm, and it had the Firelands raid in it, which was the resurgence of Ragnaros. Pretty cool raid. I enjoyed it back then. All right, here we go, the last arcane anomaly. Now it's time for the Curator. We'll stack up and pump the boss.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, looks like we actually need to get a succubus out here.
Couldn't resist.
The menagerie is for guests.
Yeah, here we go.
only.
Looks like we're gonna be standing here. There's Lust. Didn't save it. Just gonna pump right off the bat. Looks like they wanted to stack even closer. Pretty much where I am is a good spot to stack, because you just want the melee to cleave down the flare, right? Then everybody just DPS's the boss.
This curator is equipped for gallery protection.
Looks like we're still doing alright. We'll shatter here, why not? Just to help with aggro.
Failure to comply will result in offensive action. Curator is no longer operational.
Curator down. Forest Wind shoulder pads dropped. 22 stam, 28 intellect, 24 spirit, 66 healing power. Leather shoulders. And gloves of the fallen hero, Hunter Mage Warlock. Oh, we're taking this route. Haven't done this one in a while. Kind of like going this way. It's not a bad way to go. I want to wait for the paladin to jump first, though. 'Cause we will pull when we jump down. Yeah, warriors are really going to start pumping next phase, man. Same with warlocks. Warlocks really pick it up too. Like, even though we're pretty strong now, warlocks really become like the main caster in Black Temple damage wise. It's been mostly mages for first few phases. The warlocks start to shine at the end of the game. I think we start getting spell haste. Pretty sure. On our gear. It's like a new stat we get. Nice, we got Wrath of Titans. Here's the chest. A spell hit on it. I'm not too sure, but yeah, Warlock's just... I'm not too sure if there's a new stat, actually. I know Warlocks start to do pretty damn well in Black Temple. Check out Hyjal. Maybe the gear just scales, right? As you start getting more and more spell power, it's just and more spell crit, you just start like really critting a lot. I mean, I guess we don't really have to worry about hit anymore because our spell hit's going to keep going up too, right? I think that's probably why Warlocks start to scale really well in that phase. It's going to be interesting this time around with dual spec, right? There's a lot of tanks are going to be able to swap specs. All right. Gotta watch out here. So, here we go. Would have been cool if the Paladin rocket booted as well. We're talking about the stuns, I guess. I wonder if they'll add, like, races that came out in, like, future expansions, like Worgen, Goblin. probably see that. Then they could add like Gilneas. The Gilneas raid would be awesome. I'm gonna do a little parkour here. Here, let's use this book. Wrath of the Titans. Granting your harmful spells a chance to deal additional damage. Okay, so I guess this is the book we really want. 3% chance to deal additional damage. Try to LOS here. There you go. And I know I was talking about the large prismatic shard prices. They went up yesterday because of the PvP gear going on sale, right? Everybody was picking up their PvP weapons and enchanting them using quite a few large prismatic shards. And a day later, the price has gone down under 20 gold. It's still like around 19 gold, which is okay, but we were selling it for like 21, 22 gold each large prismatic shard. And we're back up to 4,800 gold right now after selling them all. I still have quite a few left. I'd say yeah, quite a few shards. Probably like 1,000 shards, maybe. Or maybe 200, not 1,000. Probably have like 200 shards. That'd be insane if we had that much. But probably another like 4 to 5,000 gold worth of shards I think we have left, so we'll be close to 10k after selling them all. I think the prices will probably go back up again when PvP season starts, PvP season 3, and also
4, 3,
the Black Temple and Mount Hydro come out, because a lot of people will be buying
Ah,
enchanting material,
your
enchanting
just
mats to
arrived.
enchant their gear, right?
The rituals are about to begin.
Oh, there we go.
Gather, my
There's like a mana pot
There
here.
is plenty for all. accept this humble offering, O great
Help
one.
him. There we go. Yeah, and since we're not, using destruction potions, might as well use these mana pots. And while we're in here, I get a bunch from Stratholme farming. Go boss down. Cincture of Will dropped. 24 stam, 28 intellect, 25 spirit. 59 healing power, and the Gilded Thorium Cloak. 30 stam, 24 defense rating, backpiece. Alright, guys, well, I think we'll call this episode here. I think nobody really wants the cloak except for the tank, I guess. Tank will just take it. But that is going to be the end of today's episode. We'll continue this episode today. Should be out by the time this video ends. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.